Sure, we'll start with this one.
You want to get some ice then?
Need ice too.
I mean,
It's chill already.
Okay.
Chill.
Okay. It's actually, it's probably chill on the outside of the bottle.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't, I had it like in the basement. And it's probably with the ride from the chill, but I don't think it's cold. And it's better received.
You ain't gonna get the right taste in the palate because of the temperature of the liquor.
Yeah.
See, when you drinking, you gotta know what you drinking and how to drink it.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why when you walk into a winery or a spirit spot, there's certain people that's there that's connoisseurs and they be in a certain section, like the rum section or the tequila section or the wine section, and you act, yo, I'm having dinner tonight, I need something to bring to the friends. What they serving? That's the question they ask. Was the meats, you feel me? Whites, then they know what direction to go. You dig? But
That
say
is
less. You
Yep.
good? Let's get this, man.
It's recording, whenever you guys are ready. Just remember to talk
Big
directly into the
man
mic.
thing.
Talk to the mic.
Directly into the mic.
Should I be up on the mic? Should I be?
Oh, you want to be up a little bit more.
You can hear you if you well, you don't want to wear the headphones if you want
Yeah,
to
if it's
wear
up
the
to you, you want
headphones.
to
You
use
can
your
hear your vibe, really. If you're too strong, if you know. Alright. Distant, boom, boom.
Okay.
Good. All right, guys. I'll be back around like 3:50 if that's cool.
Appreciate you.
All right.
You want to bring the other bottles on just for the effect?
Yeah, well, the final we was talking about was that we want to get it all in the same shot.
Okay.
So
Okay. What the bottles? No, I said
Yeah.
the bottles that you have.
yeah, when
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
when your listing comes back, he'll figure out how to. 'Cause
Okay.
his problem was he wanted to get everything in the same shot.
Okay. Got it.
So
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So this has been going on for 2 years.
Yes.
Okay. You guys are formerly from music, film industry.
The polo industry, like
Okay.
we're heavily influencers
Okay.
of that movement and that culture.
Okay.
Um,
Decepticons.
Nah, well, at that time when we had the Lolas,
The Lolas,
then they
right,
had Decepticons and other groups and stuff like that out there. But Lolas is known for just polo related and stealing clothes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Being a booster, but more polo related because of the high price of the ticket.
Right.
Then when you bring it back to the hood, then you could sell a $400 sweater for $200.
Mm-hmm.
But I needed that money for Pampers,
Right.
for food.
Okay.
So it was like a food chain.
Got it.
Know what I
Okay.
mean?
Sure.
Certain heads, like in my area, they parents lived in Flatbush, was, homeowners, so they had like registered nurses as mothers and fathers with jobs and stuff, so
Right.
they could ask them for that $200 for the sweater
Right.
to give to the booster that needed that for they feed their family and shit.
Right.
That's
Gotcha.
taking it back to Brownsville or wherever it's harder. It's hard all over
Right.
at that time, but it was harder in these other areas.
It's your
that-
hustle. You
You know what I mean? So they know Thursdays, my mom's getting paid. They gonna come check me like, yo, Prince, open the trunk and be like, yo, I got all this. I'll give you a nice price.
Got you.
I run upstairs, knowing the price of it, be like, yo, it's like $2,000 worth. All I need is $400.
Right.
Tell my mom's, if she got it, she gonna give it all close to my birthday.
Okay.
Or you got your own little money on the side, then you know what I'm saying?
No, totally understood.
No doubt.
Some associate of mine was running around with some years back, hit me to the whole phenomenon. And I've seen some documentaries since.
And that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Another thing now,
Okay.
that was the past.
Okay.
But now in the future, it's like a rags to riches story.
Okay.
So now we got books.
Right.
That's in Barnes and Nobles and Amazon.
Okay.
And then we in documentaries
Right.
and stuff like that. And then influence, like they just had the Wu-Tang docuseries on Hulu.
Oh yeah.
One of our friends was one of the guys that, because of that era with the polo, he gave a lot of his stuff, like rented his polo stuff to that show.
Okay.
So RZA and them could wear polo and be in that era. You know what I mean? Cause that's, so now we of that thing, like a movie come out, a hip hop movie, and it's of the 80s era. They'd be like, yo, we need some polo of the 80s or of the 90s or of the 2000s. And then there's people like me and John that got all this stuff in these eras that's just in storage.
Gotcha.
And then when the time is, we say the number, they cut the check. Boom.
Okay. Good transition into the business
start the
model.
show now.
Okay, sure.
We did like already this. He's already.
All right.
He's on point already.
Oh no, I see. No problem.
What's this 74? The Styles Business been there, rock that episode 74. We got the Flatbush Corner.
Yes, sir.
We have two guests, but one of them is here, another one's on his way. And he said, start the show without him. So, Flatbush Corner,
Yo.
what's going on?
Ain't nothing. I'm on double time right now. You know, it's Sunday. And, yo, I'm blessed because, you know, the state called me to go in, represent. Somebody had something to do. You know, it's Valentine's Day. So, you know, the weekend they probably had to go out, do what they do, the shooby-doo. The shooby-doo-wop. So, so then it gave me an opportunity because I'm married, so I ain't too much shooby-doo-wop. It's really
But you did
one.
You did.
I did for the Day of Love, because I don't really do the Valentine's. I do, you know, it's a day of love. So I call my moms and everybody and, you know, cook a pot and let everybody get a day of love or some food. You know what I mean? So that's how I did it. No roses and candy and all of that. And half the time they don't want half the box. And the rose is dead. You know what I mean?
You've been through a lot of Valentine's, so
You're
would
ready.
know.
You're
He's
ready.
a veteran of that.
Yeah, I'm seasoned.
Exactly. You know.
Seasoned gentleman.
Exactly.
But other than that, yeah, so I'm here now after doing my 8 and skate. You know what I mean? For the state. Yo, I just feel blessed and honored to be here on a Sunday, and I'm glad our guests came to pull up. You know what I mean? I heard how y'all linked and where y'all linked, and yo, I need to just segue it into you because you hot to trot right now. My God. Yo, Fashion Week, yo man, yo Church Ave Corner, yo bust 2 legal shot for my boy, yo Polo Pirata from Brazil, yo for real because yo salute to you son, you out here, yo your second year in a row. I see that Getty image, boy, in the front row
It's getting
too.
better and better.
They know where to catch you, and you wearing the right colors to be like, you see me.
You can't miss it.
Yeah, exactly. So I had to salute you properly. Do your thing, my G.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I met Robert at Fashion Week. I think I met him before with John, who's going to be on the show.
No doubt.
When he gets here. But yeah, we were talking. I was like, yo, you want to be on the show? And you know I don't drink whiskey. So he just was like, yo, you gotta taste the whiskey. You gotta taste it. And you know me, that's your expertise.
That's the lane.
He's
Okay.
Yeah.
He's the drinker.
Okay.
Trust me, he'll drink me on the table any day.
But that's the thing. I'm a drinker and still a thinker.
Okay.
There's certain people as drinkers and then that's it.
They get stupid.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's
As the Trinis
So,
say, they get tizzic. They bring, they come fuffle and they bring, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he still be on his square.
Yeah,
even though
Intellectual.
he'll still be on point.
Got it.
But
And depending on the subject, yeah, I'm even sharper. You know what I mean? Because I get to talk my shit with a little swaggy. You know what I mean? Because it's just like an antifreeze in me.
Got you. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, go ahead, buddy.
But yeah, we were at the Sustainable New York Fashion Week show from Planet Fashion TV. And yeah, so he gave it to me the drink.
Right.
And I drank it. It was nice, smooth.
Mm.
And I'm just like, because I was drinking all types of Chardonnay.
Right.
I don't like to mix because I don't drink.
Okay.
And I don't want to be on the floor somewhere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
You fine with the wine.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? I sip that all day.
Yeah.
And I come with whiskey.
Yeah.
No, you trying to kill me there. But Robert, just give people idea of who you are,
Sure.
what you do, what's this on the table.
Mhm.
You know, yeah, just tell them.
So I am the Vice President of Business Development for Human Brands International, which is a wine and spirits holding company. We've since expanded the platform to be hospitality with some things that we've actually acquired or bought equitable positions into to expand on the brand and the platform to offer a lifestyle experience for our consumers. We are currently promoting our shinju Japanese whiskey here in New York, and how we met. We sponsored the New York Sustainable Fashion Week event. We launched Shinju in New York on April 1st of 2019. It's been doing extremely well, and we're very excited about the brand because we are in a space currently with Japanese whiskeys, which are extremely very popular in the United States market.
Real quick, did you ever have this whiskey at Liberty Fairs?
Uh,
The trade show with Sharifa Murdoch?
we did not.
'Cause
There's
what,
out here
what was the one, we had a Japanese whiskey, remember?
Yes, but that was from Centauri.
Oh, okay.
Sentoki
Yeah.
brand. So
Yeah.
they actually are one of the larger producers and distributors of Japanese whiskeys from Japan.
Right.
They actually, it's Jim Beam Centauri now because they're under that umbrella.
Okay.
So they would be, as far as the price point, one of our direct competitors, but the flavor profile is a little different. And we've actually come in and started to basically acquire some of that market.
Nice.
So we're hoping that this brand would actually do as well as they are in the market because they're well known.
And you circulate more in this region, or you try to get into Japan also?
We are in Japan.
Okay.
We are in Japan. We're in London. We're in Mexico. We're in several of the U.S. states.
Right.
D.C., Virginia, Boston, Maryland. So we're making the rounds. We're doing pretty well with getting the product out itself and the various brands that we have. The company is, since we launched in 2013 as STI Signature Spirit Group, Spirit Trading International, and we actually came together with some associates to form Human Brands International.
So, which one, so Shinzu is the main brand? 'Cause I know you got subsidiary brands too, like, you know, branching out. We'll talk about those in a minute.
Sure.
But this is the one, like, this is the main, this is the real deal. This is what you're trying to push more than anything.
Well, Shinju, yes, because of the timing. Right now, 2010, I believe it was, the Yamazaki 12-year cherry cask Japanese whiskey was voted the best whiskey in the world. U.S. consumers now have a thirst for Japanese whiskeys. So we actually saw a niche to get someone who actually may be drinking Bullet or Jameson that wants to try Japanese whiskey, but because they're now so popular in the United States, the price points are very premium. So somebody that really wants to try it may not want to go out and spend $100, $300 for a bottle of whiskey. So that's our niche. This is the introductory Japanese whiskey. It's 4 blended whiskeys aged between 2 and 4 years. Tasting notes, honey, orange, vanilla, and hibiscus. And the price point is very reasonable for somebody who wants to try a Japanese whiskey. Yeah.
So how much are they looking at?
Here it's selling between $50 and $60
Okay.
Nice.
here in New York.
Oh, wow.
It's like a half a gallon of Henry.
You know, you love that brown juice.
The brand.
You love the
Damn
brown.
with the brand.
You love the brown. So, okay, let's talk about some other things you got here. What's this big boy right here?
So,
But on another note though, you said now it's a craze for Japanese whiskey, right?
Mhm.
But is it like the craze like how tequila had a craze? You know how a couple of years back everybody started just moving, yo, I want Patron, I want this. And then they started getting into the flavors. It's like that now.
well, I think that it's similar but a little different. what tequilas always have the stigma of being like in college, you drink it with the worm in it, you get fucked up.
Right.
Patron introduced premium brands of tequila, where they're more sipping tequila. So as the U.S. consumer got into going out and being out doing cocktails and appreciating fine tequilas, that pretty much drove that whole tequila craze in the United States, as opposed to what the stigma or that you associate tequila with drinking with the worm in it and that sort of thing.
They kind of sophisticated.
It's more sophisticated, right? Yeah, exactly.
The college life kind of
From
thing.
the college life, exactly. So, with Japanese whiskeys, as I said, because the Yamazaki 12-year was voted the best whiskey in the world, U.S. consumers started going out grabbing aged whiskeys. So the distilleries in Japan didn't realize or didn't anticipate that the demand was going to be crazy. Yeah. So the aged tequila, they actually don't have a lot of those left. So the price points now are really high. So what you're going to see coming out of Japan are blended whiskeys, which are barrels of whiskey they have aging that are not quite 12 or 18, but you can get blends of them. You put the blends together. You may have like this is a 2-year aged whiskey and a 4-year that our master distiller put together and came up with a proprietary blend for our company. So so that's pretty much kind of driving the interest in Japanese whiskeys. Also,
is cigar a love for cigars now bringing up the
culture
the
as
love.
well, right? So cigar culture, the whole lifestyle of that, premium cigars, premium whiskeys, premium beverages, period.
Because of
Cocktails,
our age group now, you want to be a little more distinguished gentleman out here on the scene.
Right.
So,
Your refined palate.